Welcome back. As you know, yesterday we did our midway assessment, or halfway there. And if you haven't done that yet, make sure and go back and watch that video and fill out that form and get that data as soon as possible before you proceed to any further on the videos. Anyway, I want to congratulate everyone. Some of you are making great progress, others are doing okay. Some of you don't feel like you're doing very well and might be a little discouraged. That's okay. The nice thing about this, we're at midpoint. We're going to make some course corrections. That would be the title of this video, is modifications and course corrections, what we need to do to get back on track and to commit, and in some cases maybe not recommit, but maybe commit for the first time on this. Some of you might be asking, why aren't things better than they were if I've been doing this? And like I mentioned yesterday, a big factor is going to be consistency, and the effort you put in is going to probably the two biggest things. But one thing that I've struggled with in the past is when I look at my own life and my own health, when I analyze things, I'm frequently very subjective as opposed to being objective. So when I'm subjective, that means I'm seeing things through my own bias. I've got my own perspective, maybe a little bit skewed the way I'm seeing things, and versus objective, when we're going to be measuring things, it's more scientific, it's more factual, it's more accurate. So that's something we all struggle with. An example of that is a lot of times I would say, well, I've gone up 5 pounds this last month. I've been working out more, so it's probably muscle, and I'll just dismiss it like that. So something like that's a very subjective analysis. So we want to make sure and be more objective. The 11th commandment is, thou shalt not kid thyself. And I think a lot of the times we really need to analyze things, how we're looking at stuff, and we think we're just going through the motions, we think we're going to get good results, but we need to put a little bit more effort in. I've never been with any of my clients a drill sergeant type that likes to shame them and belittle them and yell at them and stuff like that. I don't think that's productive. I don't think that gets good results. But I do have to be honest at times when someone's, kidding themselves and they're not doing anything. We got to be honest to get the results we want and put in the effort. So what that means with this program at this point, we might need to make some adjustments and some modifications. For instance, if you haven't been doing resistance training regularly, if you've only done it a couple times, obviously you're not going to see those improvements in your strength if you haven't been doing it. So I would rather have some of you doing shorter workouts, maybe just doing like push-ups and air squats if that's all you do. I'd rather have you just do that for 5 minutes every other day than think you have to do a full-blown exercise, all the different muscle groups for 3 sets and 10 repetitions, do that sort of thing. You'll get better results if you're just consistent with less than if you have a big workout once a week. So consistency is going to be the key here. And if we need to scale it back and just get in the habit of doing it regularly, that's going to help us more in the long run than trying to do these big workouts that we're missing and not being very frequent on, not hitting them. Another thing that we might need to modify is our nutrition. Some of us are doing good throughout the day, but in the evenings we're starting to eat a lot more, stress eating. We're not aware of what's happening. We're, eating too many breads and treats and chips and things like that. Or we're eating healthy food, but we're eating too much. You can still eat too much and take in too many calories of healthy food. So we want to watch our portions. We want to be careful of the things we're eating. There's lots of things that can sidetrack us. There's, family stuff, emergencies, travel, injuries, all those sort of things we're going to have to modify and adjust and just do the best we can. So don't get discouraged if things aren't ideal. Remember, we're not looking for perfection, we're striving for progress. We're just trying to see some improvements. When you're losing weight, remember, it doesn't go like this ever. It goes like this, and sometimes pops back up a little bit and then goes down. So what we're looking at is long-term trends to see the changes over that. Remember, we're focusing on long-term habit change, healthier lifestyle, and a higher quality of life. Not a particular diet or a workout plan or anything like that, but we're looking for these long-term results, which means we're trying to get habits, make it a custom. I mean, this should be just a regular part of our life with time. So we're just trying to live in a healthier life. So don't get discouraged. I want you to focus for the next 6 weeks. We're going to work on some additional fun topics. We'll cover some good reminders. You'll have some good information, but I know you guys can do this. Let's go 6 more weeks here. Let's see what we can do, what continued progress we can make, and trust me, you'll feel a lot happier if you can put in some effort and do your best on this next little bit here.